going to number 11. We have Davis Allen. Coach Steve has him ninth. Dan and Brian have him outside their top 10. Yeah, you guys can read the stats for yourself.
Not great.
Not really. I'll give you the good ones, though. Coach Steve, start us off.
Yeah, I mean, again, just like Dan mentioned, these guys are here at the end. It's like kind of pick and choose where you like your battle. I mean, I think he has the NFL size and length to be a functional tight end at the next level there. He's really good at catching the ball. He's got a big catch radius. Hands are good. He can handle contested catch situations. He's not a big speedster kind of guy. I think he's a little bit more refined than the guy we just talked about before. And he can also handle the blocks to some extent. What I saw in film was a little bit more exciting than what I saw in the film from the guy prior. That's kind of probably the reason why I don't have him in the top 10. But I think Allen can find himself a serviceable tight end too for a team and be productive to some extent. Not overly great, but decent enough.
Oh, Brian?
Yeah, I agree. Kind of once you're past, 9, 10, 11, it's kind of like, pick your poison. Does it really matter? Like, I technically have him at 16, but, is there real, like, could you give me an argument for moving him up a few spots? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's interesting, right? Because he's 6'5", which we like, but he's on the lighter side, which a lot of these tight ends are. That's not necessarily a bad thing because I think this class reflects where tight end is going in the NFL, and we may get into that a little bit later. But it's like either be 6'7" and a gazillion pounds like Darnell Washington, or don't, and he's kind of like he's kind of in between. He's kind of one or the other. I see. Matt Waldman talks about the clapping technique, when people have bad hands catching, and you see that with him on film. I think he's a competent blocker. He's a competent receiver. Again, just very meh, he could maybe be an H-back, in the NFL, something like that. I'm not seeing anything where I'm saying I'm looking forward to, but then, if he gets for whatever reason, I don't know, 4th round draft capital compared to some other guy I have higher who goes to the 6th, and I'll think about it, right?
Always think about things.
Yeah, 4'8" at 245 pounds. It's kind of all I gotta say about Davis Allen, unfortunately. If you're gonna run that slow, then you gotta have the size to be a blocker, and he's got neither.
Those measurables do not pan out for me, so he won't be seeing any of my dynasty teams.
I mean,
whatsoever.
To Dan's point, I'm sorry, real quick, like that speed at that size is a 31st percentile speed score. Like, so, yeah, it's
not it.
Yeah,
not happening.